Hey, how's it going, everyone? I know it's been a long time since I made a roster review video. I think that was around Day of Mine launch in Tier 3, and now we're in Tier 4 launch with Brelshaza, so it's been a long time. So I do want to share some changes, big changes I made, and accomplishments that I've made to my roster slash account, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's what today's video will be about. I do hope y'all enjoy, and let's get right into it. Alright, so before I show y'all what my roster is like now, I want to remind y'all what my roster was like in a prior video. We have my main character, which is a paladin at 1630. We have an alt paladin at 1600, another alt paladin at 1582, a Zerker at 1620, and a scrapper and shadow hunter at 1600. This was my main 6 right before Day of Mine launch. So I had one hard mode character and one normal mode character. And I even said in that video that I probably won't do Day of Mine hard. It just seems too hard based upon the guide videos I watched. And obviously, I ended up trying hard mode anyways, and I really enjoyed it. Alright, and on to the existing roster. As you can see, the Shadow Hunter and Scrapper are benched for the indefinite future. And now we have more paladins in the main 6. Now you may think I'm crazy for playing more than one paladin, but honestly, I enjoy playing the class. I really do. More so than DPS. And I know I'm the minority in that, and y'all want to understand, and that's okay, right? Everyone enjoys the game differently, but I decided to make more paladins. I'm not going to like Bard, and I'm definitely not going to like Artist, so Paladin is what I went for, and I like playing it. Now, the reason why I was able to bench the Scrapper and Scrapper and Shadow Hunter, is because with the Hyper Awakening Express events and the Ignite server, I was able to bench these 2 characters and get another 2 Paladins in my main 6. That is how that happened. So we have the main Paladin at 1710. Now, that is a very high item level. You may think I RMT'd or some shit, but trust me, I just got really lucky with this character. Extremely lucky. In fact, I'm going to show some clips really quickly. Not all the clips, just some of me getting extremely lucky. I one-tapped quite a few pieces. My weapon from 22 up to 25 was like god tier luck, except for 23 to 24. That was like 40% artisan or something like that. I don't have a clip of that, by the way, but my 25 weapon was 10% artisan, which I got very, very lucky on. If I pitied a 25 weapon, I wouldn't even be 1710 right now. It would take me like months to even hit pity on that. So I got really, really lucky. I told myself I would not go for a 25 weapon, but you know, I had a lot of gold and I just fell into the trap, right? And fortunately, ended up becoming a blessing because, you know, I hit it pretty early on. So that's the main paladin, 1710. Then we have 3 more paladins at 1680. Now this 1680 paladin right here, this is my Hyper Awakening Express event character. I saved up, over 1 million gold and waited for this Express event. And when it came, I got from 1540, because that's what it was at. It was at 1540, all the way up to 1660 in a single day. And the reason why I was able to do that is because when I hit 1620, I hit up some of my friends and said, hey, you know, help me do Echidna hard mode, right? And they helped me out. I got it cleared, and then I used those materials from Echidna to advance hone in tier 3, because I had quite a bit of balance in tier 3 in terms of shards, right? And shards are very important, so I'm like, screw it, I'll do advanced honing. So I did advanced honing, got it to 1660 after gear converting into relic tier 4 gear, of course. And then from there, I parked for a while, and then I eventually pushed up to 1680. These other 2 paladins right here, these 2 paladins were raw honed up to 1670 with no advanced honing. And then at 1670, I advanced honed in tier 4. I know, it's crazy. I advanced honed these 2 paladins from level 1 to level 10. And I got it from 1670 to 1680. And by the way, I didn't have bound mats for that. I had enough shards, but not enough of the other stuff, right? So I had to buy all that from the market. And in total, it cost about 2.1 million gold, including buying the ancient accessories once I hit 1680. It cost a lot of gold. It did not feel good at all. I do not recommend ever advanced honing in tier 4 unless you have a metric ton of bound mats to work with, right? Now, as far as future plans. So, this 1660 Paladin may be wondering, why is it not 1680? The reason why is because, to put it simply, I'm going to replace this character with Female Paladin when Female Paladin comes out in the summer. this character will be parked at 1660, doing Aegir normal mode, stuff like that, for the indefinite future until female paladin comes out. Then the female paladin will be replaced this paladin will be replaced by the female paladin. Sorry. Y'all know that Zerker's been in my top 6 ever since the game came out. It is the very first character I ever created in this game during the first day of pre-launch, and it's been here ever since. But I'm sad to inform you all that I will be benching this Zerker. I'm not that good at Zerker. I really am not. I'm not the best at it, and gonna be honest, I just not enjoying it anymore. It's just not something I enjoy, and I'm sad to see it go. You know, it's a lot of memories with this character, but I am gonna have to bench it. With the Wild Soul Express event that comes out in a few weeks, as I'm making this video, this character will be benched with another paladin, and that will be in my main 6. So that's gonna be in my main 6 with one female paladin when it comes out in summer. So that's my roster, and this is my character here. As you can see, it's 1710. Do want to go over some kind of raid accomplishments, right? So when Brelshaza came out, the first week it came out, I cleared Gate 1 hard mode and Gate 2 hard mode as well. I cleared both gates hard mode, and I got the Phantom Lord title. I thought the raid would be much harder, but honestly, it's not that crazy as long as you have everyone on the same page, right? Another accomplishment I want to go over is Eclipse. I cleared this on 5/27 of 2024. I live streamed it. Unfortunately, I don't have the VOD. I was in Florida on vacation on a laptop, and fortunately, I got it cleared. Like I said, I didn't think I would do Theomine hard mode at all, but I ended up doing it. And the moment I entered Theomine Gate 4, I had a fucking blast. I think Theomine Gate 4 is one of the best gates Smile Gate has ever created. It's such an awesome raid. Now, obviously you can blast through it, but back then it was like a 25-minute fight, 20 to 25-minute fight, and it was pretty exciting and thrilling to get that cleared and get that title. So I'm very, very proud of that. So those are some of the accomplishments I've made. Go over to gems here. I don't have my gems equipped. It's basically full 8 gems, with the last 4 row here being 7s of just blue skills, and I think my my brand or something. I'm not too sure what the other level 7 is there, but and then this is my ability stone. All of my characters have awakening, at least at level 2 for paladins. Drops of Ether is on my main character, but not on my alts, because awakening drops of Ether stones are way too expensive. Even as we speak, they're way too expensive, right? So yeah, that's the changes to my roster and my plans going forward. If any of you are curious about the Aegir and Brelshaza guide, trust me, I am working on that, and I plan to have it out soon. With all that being said, there's nothing really more to discuss regarding my roster. I hope y'all have enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.